USBC releases its State of the Association report.
Releases, Kyle.
All that and more right after this. It kind of helped them advance. I mean, do you think this was a conspiracy?
Gotta go with Jacob Butter. Gotta go
No,
lefty.
we're talking about the players as tournament champions into the podcast.
There he is, right there.
Oh, he doesn't even know how to watch. Go to youtube.com and search Down Lane Podcast. What's up, bowlers? Welcome to Down Lane Podcast. We are streaming live from the lab at Town & Country Lanes. I'm your host, Kyle Haines, and with me is the assistant to the host, Anthony Scaccia.
Welcome, everybody, to our show.
Austin is feeling a little under the weather this week, so we have no Austin with us.
Austin, I just gotta ask. Your immune system's terrible, okay? You're always sick. Figure out vitamin C, Zicam. I don't know what to tell you.
You got to get some vitamin C. You got to get some, what's the...
Zicam. Zinc.
Yeah, zinc. That's what it is. Yes, zinc is huge.
Really?
Yes.
How big?
I don't know if it's this big or this big, but it's huge for your immune system.
It's kind of like the left side of the lane.
It knocks out the colds real quick.
Yeah, it's the left side of the lane. The second arrow is this big.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell to get alerts from the channel. Email us at downlanepod@gmail.com. And you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Xbox. Welcome to the show, BDG F06 and Jacqueline Stoneman. What's going on? We got some new folks. Once again, this thing's just getting out there. This podcast is just getting out there.
Wonder if it's spam.
Probably.
Okay.
So how was your week this week?
What do you want me to tell you?
I want you to tell me all about it, the whole week.
Like how I pulled?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Here for the lefty jokes and you. Oh, thanks. Yeah, left-handers suck. Second arrow was this big. This week, I don't know what I shot Monday. I grabbed a new ball, see how it rolled. I think I shot 250 without practice.
Really?
Yeah, then I went 2-0, and then I think it was thrown a little bit fast.
Were you?
And then I slowed down, shot 240.
That's good.
Yeah, Ion Pro.
How do you like it?
Blue one.
Yeah, the solid.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's very similar drilled to the other one I have, and I think it definitely is a little bit longer. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think it is. I mean, I've got the surface knocked down on it to like 3,000, but I haven't bowled on anything super tough with it. So,
yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. But on the house shot, like compared to my Rockstar Amp, it's way cleaner.
Yeah, it's a super shiny solid, and then you got
the shine off.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, and then
weaker core
with the
pin down
Ion Pro, that's a hybrid.
Yep.
So, but sanded to start out of the box.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's definitely got a little bit more to it.
Welcome back, Ryan Abataba Labadaba Yabba Dabba. He bowled Tournament Club this week.
Yeah, Mark Roth. It was a dude. We were busy. Jake ran Tournament Club. Great. Thanks, Jake.
Full house.
Member guest. Good time.
So yeah, we had the Baker's doubles starting this weekend, this past weekend.
Yep.
And then Tournament Club was this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
2 different patterns, 2 different tournaments, 3 different tournaments, you could say, because you had the singles and the doubles for Tournament Club.
Yeah, we did. So technically, you could say that. Yeah, we were busy. We had a bunch of people here. It was pretty cool to see. Thank God Jake was here.
Packed in here.
We were
packed.
Baker's doubles started off good. That was the week's update. The scores aren't overly high. They're a lot lower than I expected after I saw the first game.
Well, so I bowled Sunday morning, first shift, first squad of the tournament. Austin and I came out with 220. Not bad.
You guys didn't bowl bad.
No, I think we physically bowled well.
You guys shot 200 every single game.
Yes.
Which
and I think we're below half the field.
Yeah. Yeah. But you literally shot 200 every game, so clearly there was probably some chances in there for 210, 230s.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so the score is out there because I think the leader is like 235. I think loaded cash is like 228.
I want to say we were around 215 average or so. I don't
look
know
at your
for
score.
Sure,
you didn't go under 200, and I think that's more impressive because a lot of teams in the top did go under 100, but
Thanks,
they had
makes me feel so much better.
Well, it just tells you that the scores could be there if you carried 1 or 2 more.
Yeah. And the lanes, like, to start with, were fine, whatever. And then they just got a little tricky, especially depends on who you're following. I was following a couple of guys with super high rev rate. So I would get to a pair, it would hook a little more, fine, no big deal.
Why didn't Austin just bowl in that pair, that lane?
Well, we never switched. We probably should have switched.
You could have been like, oh, I see there's a ton
Or
of
would
rev
that
rate
have been even more cliff for him?
Then he could just thrown it to the right.
Yeah, I guess so.
He likes to be left and throw right.
But yeah, we could have thought about that strategy.
Yeah, no.
But we didn't.
Don't think about that.
But it did get very, what we'll call cliffed, a lot of hold in the middle and a lot of hook to the right. And it just, every time I switched balls, or it would work for a few frames, and then if I missed just a hair right, it just overhooked like a lot, no matter what I was using.
I think that's going to make them interesting and keep the scores a little low because it responds to friction. Seems to be the response to friction is a lot, and they're a little bit clipped. You miss a little bit left, and it kind of skates.
Yeah.
So guys with a little bit of a higher rev rate, looks like when they move left, they I'm not gonna say they had trouble, but it just didn't seem like it was a really good look to have a good high score. So, I'm sure the guys will figure it out. We got a lot of guys coming back again. We got a really nice squad this weekend for.
Yeah, how many did you get for the first 2 days?
The first day.
Or first day, I'm sorry. Yeah,
60.
it's only been 60. On 2 shifts.
Mm-hmm.
That's
30 a team, or it was like 29 and 31, I think. Something like that, 28 and 32 maybe, because it was 4s all the way across. But yeah, it was good. We're at 60, so hopefully we're able to keep pace with that, and I think that puts us right around 330 teams or something. I don't remember.
And what's the high?
What do you mean?
The high entry
Ever? Like 310.
Yeah. Wow.
Last year we had 289, and I missed a full day. I missed a squad day, which I was averaging 28 to 30 teams that day. I think it was a Saturday. I think we were averaging 28. So we would have hit right around the same number, but I took Saturday out because it helps me lets me prep a little bit instead of doing it both days.
Yeah.
And then it kind of like makes people bowl the one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like get
instead of like, oh, we could do this. Yeah,
yeah,
they do the couple shifts on Sunday.
Yep.
And yeah, it was interesting. I mean, I had everything pretty much done. I mean, it was a little bit of a cluster. I had a bunch of stuff going on, and we had a few teams that walked in, and then the first shift. And then the second shift, I made sure I was a little bit more, I don't want to say organized, because I had everything pretty much done. But, getting the paperwork done, having, most of the teams bowl the second shift. And then I kind of had their averages from the first shift. So I was able to pair teams up the second shift. We were able to start really quickly on the second shift. So this week, I did the same thing, but I'm going to try and just have it because I had to make sure that people are in, and it's an interesting way because we're running on Tournament Bowl.
And you're checking averages. Like there's a lot of clerical work.
Yeah, there is. And then you got to get both guys average. Then you've got to do the average of the team. And then you've got to add the handicap in. Mm-hmm. So we're running it on Tournament Bowl. So it was a little bit of a learning curve the first shift because the handicap just doesn't pop up on T-Brack.
Like
when I enter the team's average, 208, let's just say, they're supposed to be getting X amount of pins.
Yep.
There's no cell that says handicap per game. You have to go to the printout. So I had to print out lane assignments, and then that's where it would be. Handicap per game. So then I would put it on the sheet.
Gotcha.
So it's not like on T-Brack, you pop their number in and it gives you their average right away. You know what I'm saying? Like if I put 208 and the cell next to it says handicap, and then it pops in. Right. So it was a little bit challenging the first shift getting all, because it was a new system and you're not, obviously I tested it, but I didn't look at that.
Yeah, well, and the previous, exactly, that was what I was going to say, is the previous times that we've been using Tournament Bowl,
it's been scratch.
It's all been scratch. So that little added
it's just a little added thing you got to take a look at. Yeah, it's a little bit different, but hopefully, it helps keep things clear. People can see the scoreboard up there. I think 1360 or something like that, slow to cash, and I can keep moving the line down. The only thing I thought I was going to be able to see squad leaders because I thought I was going to be able to see it, but you can just filter through the standings by date. So if you wanted to see where you were on day X compared to day Y,
so are you able to see? You're able to see everything on the one Tournament Bowl page for every squad and the final tournament standings.
I don't think I'm trying to figure out. I don't think I can see individual squads.
But you can see the most up-to-date standings.
Yes, you get the full standings.
How do you check your brackets and stuff if you can't see individual squads?
Brackets per squad are done by squad. So when you do a QR code, I only printed one out. It will take you to squad A of brackets. Then when I ran squad B, I left the same QR code up, but it would take you to squad A of brackets. You'd have to filter through to squad B.
Gotcha. So you got to for that you have to print out a new QR code every time.
Basically, yeah. So I could basically have a standing sheet
but
one.
The one URL to the tournament will show you the current standings. You don't have to go to different squads.
Yeah, no, the QR code for that is the QR code, and then but you can go to like the first squad and see what the scores were the first day, and then go to the last day, and it'll have everybody in there after that. But I'm trying to figure out if you can. I don't know if you can see it squad by squad. I didn't check. I checked on the way I do it because I'm the commissioner of it or whatever. Yeah. So I don't know if it's any different on their page. But yeah, it was pretty interesting, pretty good. It was a good first day. You know, like I said, score. You don't want the scores too high. We had a lot of really good bowlers here, so I was a little bit nervous. I was like, oh, score
blow them up. But they did. That's the thing is they did kind of blow the lanes up.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of good guys, a lot of rev rate.
There was a lot. I was really surprised at the playing field level.
On day one.
On day one.
There's
and
a
the
lot
playing
of
field
times,
level day 2 or second week.
Second shift.
Is, no, this week.
Oh, this coming weekend.
Is strong. Yeah. Like it could be as strong or stronger.
Right.
Like there's a lot of really good players coming.
Yeah. And like the fact that the lanes kind of controlled the score a little bit because even though bowlers don't like to see the cliff, it's like, well, they could have opened up like a normal house shot and just been 280 games. But the fact that they were way kind of tight in the middle made them more difficult.
Weird how it's like 8.5 to 1, 9 to 1.
Yeah,
and
which is half of a current a modern day house shot.
It's probably more cliff than the house shot.
Oh, it's way more cliff than the house shot.
Isn't that weird? But and our ratio on the house shot is like 15 or 16.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's half the ratio.
Yeah, isn't that incredible?
Yeah, it's very interesting how that worked out. But again, it could also be the bowlers that are here. Like when you're we had 8 bowlers. That's something that happens too. Is you have 8 bowlers on the pair, and I get that they're only bowling one frame each game, but there's still 8 bowlers on the pair or each lane. You know, you're bowling one frame. You're not bowling full games, but that could contribute, I guess. Whereas in league, you have a total of 6 guys. I don't know if the same amount of bowling balls. I can never figure that math out. Or the same amount of bowling balls going down the lane. I guess you're bowling like
it's the same thing. It's the same. I mean, 2 games is 2 games on the same pair, no matter what. Same amount of balls are. I mean, kind of, unless you have a lefty.
Yeah.
Because then the left lane is going to be different than the right lane.
Yeah.
But you don't have to bowl in the other lane technically unless you switch. So it's not that big of a deal. I mean, most of the people I watched this weekend didn't switch.
No, they just hang in with their...
Even the, I'll call them the lower average teams, they stayed put.
Right.
And I was a little bit surprised because in the past we've seen a lot of flip-flopping.
Yep.
From the lower level teams too. I don't mean lower level, but I mean just the lower average teams where they always want the higher average on the anchor.
Right.
But it seems like if they don't have like a high average anchor, they're kind of opting for staying on the same lane. I mean, I kind of like that. I think it's interesting because I think usually every tournament that we bowl, you move after each game. This one, I give you 2 games on the pair.
Yeah. So Super Bowl doubles, I believe, is 1 game.
Yeah, and then you go left, right.
Yep. And
left goes left, right goes right.
The Baker's doubles up in Glens Falls.
You always move after that.
1 game only. I missed it this year, so I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah. So this event is 2 games.
Right. Which is nice. You get to settle in for a minute.
You can settle in. You can kind of figure out the lanes. And if that's the one thing about it. I think I was talking to somebody else and they were like, it is kind of nice because, you can kind of grind out the pair.
Yes.
And then you can whack the pair.
It can only be bad if it's an absolute atrocious pair.
Yeah. Which it didn't seem like we didn't have any. It didn't seem like we had any. 1 and 2 looked okay. 1 and 2, everybody complains about 1 and 2 in this tournament, but it's because I think they're different enough to where you can't watch your partner throw on lane 2 versus lane 1. But there were a lot of good high scores on lane 1 and 2. I think the guys who were in 4th, I think it's Gitto and Parker. Funny enough, I mean, those guys went 279 out of the gate and they finished with like a 279 again or 69. But the funny part was they had like 2 180s in there. So realistically speaking, they're once again striking enough, but they've got to get that other game there. Right. They got to get their game there. So that's what's fun about this event is that you got to kind of click with your partner too. Yeah. And you're on the pair long enough to get a few drinks and not have to worry about what lane you're on and stuff.
That alone is important. Not having to gather up all of your crap
and move right away.
Yeah.
Also, it makes it so you have to use less pairs for me too.
Yeah.
Because if you had more moving, it also takes longer. It also takes longer because then you got to move each time. So it was a good first weekend. We'll call it a successful first weekend. 60 teams. We'll hope that we can keep pace and see what happens. Scores are right kind of where they should be, and they look super playable again.
Yes, always playable. Super
playable. They don't look like it's going to be not as low as I think when Brian and Connor won.
How low was it then?
1480.
Oh,
1470.
It's still.
Usually it's 15,
what is it at?
10 to win.
What right now? Or no, it's not even 15 something. It's 1480 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be 15.
It'll be right around where it normally is, 15
whatever.
something. It'll be right around where it always is, like a little bit over 15,
right?
Which is a really good set.
But 50 pins difference between 1480 and 1520 or 30 is not a huge swing. It's a couple of spares.
I think it's a huge swing.
Why do you think so?
Well, 50 pins in Bakers is.
It's 6 games though.
That's a lot of. That's still a lot. That 1500.
That's a spare game.
1500 is like 750, 750.
Okay, so what's the difference between 750 and 730? Like it's not that big of a deal.
I mean, in Bakers, you got to string them. I think it's a big deal in Bakers. One guy can strike. One guy might not strike.
We're literally talking about a spare, a game. So it's not
at that point, you really think it's a spare? If you're shooting 750, you think it's a spare that's going to cost you?
I'm just saying.
And I'm just saying, too, a spare is only worth 10 and the strike's worth 30. If you're shooting 750, you're averaging 250. How many times are you missing a game on average? 2?
Right.
The spare ain't going to help you, bud.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's like a frame. It's one frame that's causing that.
And you know what? It's hard to get that one frame just right.
You got to do it.
Listen, I'm just telling you what they say. I
know, but it's not that huge of a swing. One frame is not. Frame a game is not.
I think it's a frame.
Crazy.
I think it's a big swing.
Okay,
because you got to be in position
to get
it
director.
I really don't care, but I'm just saying. I love when you guys argue about math numbers. I don't listen. I think it's a big swing because it's you've got to strike at the same time and you got to be opportunistic. You can't be. You got to be like an opportunistic feeder. You got to strike when you can. If you don't, I mean, you're going to go starving. Starving Marvin.
What are we going for? What are we shooting for this tournament?
What tournament? Bakers doubles?
Yeah, the one we're currently talking about.
What do you mean? What am I shooting for?
What are we shooting for? What are us bowlers shooting for? What are we getting?
First place?
Yeah.
First place is usually $2,000.
For $60 or $30? What is it?
$30 a guy.
Yeah,
and if you for $30 a guy, but if you bowled once, it's $25 the rest of the way.
Oh, that's right.
You get your $5 off. Yeah. Last year, I think the prize fund was right around very close to $13,000. The year before was $14,000.
Wow.
So we had 200. Let's just say 290 teams last year. The year before that was 310. So it was another $1,000. So, I mean, that's a lot of beans. That's a lot of times your money.
Yeah. Who were the champions of tournament club? Since we were talking about that, and then we got sidetracked.
Coach
won doubles. Coach Barb Newton.
No, she won.
She won her division.
She won her division.
That's right. Okay, and then did she also win doubles?
I think she might have won doubles with Patrick
my uncle
Swayze.
Brian. Patrick Swayze.
Jake, just put in the chat who.
Yeah, who are the
I don't
final
remember exactly because I was running around like a head cut off chicken, as Matt would say.
Yeah, I caught you in the office sitting around doing nothing a couple of times.
I was doing the next squad.
I know.
And lane assignments.
Yeah.
Because so the second squad, I put the lanes in before you guys got there.
Yeah.
That way I had it all up there. Coach won doubles and division. Matt LaPresti won division 1. Congratulations, guy. Oh, and Matt won a ball. Oh. And Paul Houck won a ball.
What a weekend.
Yeah, he had a good weekend. But I was putting the score. Actually, the second shift went better too because I put the lane assignments in.
Yeah.
Because I kind of knew who wanted to bowl with who too. Because some people were like, hey, I want to actually bowl with that guy. And they didn't have that originally written down.
Right.
So I was able to get that going. And then, if you had to move 1 or 2 or 3 guys, it's easy to do on the sheet of paper and then do it on the computer after because you have a game to kind of get everything settled in. So I think we're going to have a pretty good system here now. Well, let's just hope that it works. Now I'm going to knock on wood.
Yeah. Knock on wood.
Knocking on heaven's door.
All right, so let's talk about this USBC report. Did you read any of it? I know the answer already.
I saw Chad Murphy's face on. I closed it. Well, was that him?
Yeah.
All right, then I saw that. They said that tournament participation was good and up, and it was like emails giving me hope.
Yes, very positive, as the kids say these days, vibes.
Yeah, well, they still can't decide on how to do urethane, so I don't know how good it really could be.
Well,
what up, Deke?
Let's touch on some points here real quick.
What kind of points? Are they sharp or are they dull?
Well, this one...
Wait, I didn't get that email.
Well, I don't know about you, but I got it.
Dude, I literally got like 4 sentences.
Yeah, because then you had to click the link to actually read the report.
Hold on.
That's how technology works.
I don't believe you. Dave Schroeder?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, all right.
And you didn't click the actual report.
Where's the report? Oh,
probably that link that says click here, the blue lettering.
Yeah, I read I read for.
Hey, what's up, D? Good to see you.
I read also a very corporatized email.
That is a great way to put it. BDGF 06. So that's what I was getting at. So everything was painted in sunshine and rainbows is the way they were typing it out and speaking. So BDGF 06 here knows exactly where I'm going with it, because kind of like when you get a corporate report or whatever, it's never like, bad or woe is me, but inside the report are all of these statistics telling us that things aren't so great.
Really? What do they say not great, Kyle?
Well, so the very first thing that they always talk about is membership. And consistently since 2022-23 season, it's been going down. So that's 3 or 2 consecutive years that membership has gone down.
I do have a question about that.
Hang on one second. So after COVID, this is where they're giving you the numbers from. So after COVID, the 21-22 season, thank you for holding on. It's 1,053,000. Okay. Then I don't know how it happened, but then we got a 40,000 membership bump to 1,093,000, almost 94,000.
Kind of like voter registration.
Then 23-24 went down 900 people to 193,000.
That's not
excuse
bad.
me, 1,093,000.
So it only went down 900.
Right. Now this year it's a 20,000, almost. We'll call it 17,000 member drop.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think they're going to have this answer, so that's fine. The report losing 20,000 people. How many of those people are from maybe string pins and decide not to bowl anymore, or how many leagues then decided to become non-sanctioned?
Right.
So I guess we'll never really know the answer to that, but I wonder if that affects it.
No, it's 100% an accurate statement.
Do they have like a
but
number on that?
But they don't tell you how many centers closed or opened. They don't tell you how many leagues started or stopped, at least in this report. They USBC may have that information. Well, they have their centers registered. They know if the center is registered with them. And then another point about 25-26 season, they're seeing that membership is going to be stagnant, flat. So
they've already got the current report on that?
Well, I mean, for the leagues that have already registered, sure.
Yeah.
But they're saying stagnation. But again, there's no information here in this report.
That's a good point. How many died? I mean, that's a good point.
How many died? Sure.
Well, that's a good point.
Well, there's natural attrition, and then there's also people that come into bowling as well. Yeah. So, but I think the point of
maybe they
centers opening / closing, or closing and maybe opening, and which ones of those are registered.
Listen, we can look at it as bad, Kyle. I mean,
it's not good.
You don't want to lose people, but you don't know the situation. I mean, maybe they're still bowling. So do you think that if they don't subscribe to the USBC, but they still bowl in a league, are you upset about that, or is that a gray area for you?
It's that's a good way to put it. It's a gray area because I think
I have a few leagues out here tonight that are not sanctioned.
Yeah, I understand that.
They feel like it's not, for their players, it's not worth the money.
Right, and that's what that ultimately is where I was going with this conversation is what is it about the USBC or sanctioning or whatever that is causing people to step away from it? Are people feeling like they're not getting something, or did they want to feel like they're getting something? What is that thing that they expect to be getting? Like when you pay your membership, what are you expecting?
A lot of people are upset about the achievements. I still, to this day, for some reason.
But again,
I don't care about the achievement.
And this is a thing that I've been kind of yelling about is it's not national. It's local associations that are responsible for those achievements.
I'm not talking about that guy. I'm talking about like a 300 ring.
Yes, that's what
you
I'm
shoot a 300
about.
Every year.
That is what I'm talking about. It is the local association's responsibility to give out achievement awards.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
National does not send them to you, at least anymore.
That's fine. I'm not saying that. I'm literally saying it's more about like the 300, 800.
Got it.
You get your once in a lifetime achievement.
Right.
Nobody cares about the other ones
anymore. But
nobody cares about the other stuff.
The national does not send you that. That's from local. And when I went to that meeting, the national meeting a few years ago, it was very evident that there are associations out there that do an amazing job doing awards.
I still don't really understand what you're talking
associations,
about.
Other places that don't do awards.
So I'm confused what you're talking about. I'm talking about 300, 800.
I know. I am telling you that those
the national
associations
level has canceled.
But the local associations are the ones that are handling it. And it just so happens that our local associations hand out printed pieces of paper. Other ones are handing out plaques and awards. Like, we just don't do it here. And I don't know if it's the same across the country, but we don't do it here.
Wonder what the rate is of 300s in this USBC versus others.
Let's see here. What is Deke says all my 300 awards and 800 say USBC or ABC. Now you get nothing. Well, you should still be getting acknowledgement at least. I
haven't signed.
You should get a paper. They've been doing that.
I think I'm missing like 15.
And here you go. BDGF06 says local association is responsible for awards programs on a
yes. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I'm talking like at the national level. Yeah. Like one a year is what I'm more referring to. What it used to be the one a year.
Yeah. Well, there is no one a year anymore.
That's what I'm referring to, though. That is.
But again, I can tell you. So there's a multi. There's a two-sided reason. There's a two-sided reason for the national problem, and that's A, there's less members than there used to be, paying toward that.
Who don't shoot 300. Okay, thanks.
Right.
Yeah.
Then B, there's an exponentially higher amount of those honor scores now. So with a drop of membership feeding money into the awards program and the absolute increase of quote unquote honor scores, how could you can't afford it's like Social Security. You've got more people going onto Social Security, but not enough people but there's not enough money going into it to pay for it back. So it's like the same thing. You don't have enough money going into paying for those awards when there's thousands of quote unquote honor scores every week. That's ultimately why they stopped the program.
Yes, BDGF has a lot of good points.
I feel like BDGF and I are on the same exact page here.
Yeah, you can still do it locally, yes, but then I'm assuming the association has to pay it all out.
I like Devin's comment. My last 300, 800 in the Albany Association was rewarded with 2 pieces of paper in dollar store frames.
Well, I mean, is it, my question is that for people who have more than 1 300 or 800, is it really that concerning that you don't get a ring or a plaque?
Us? No. But you were saying that people don't feel like they're getting something for their membership. But again, what are they other than awards? Because that's what membership in USBC has been. They track my scores, and I get a 300, I get a ring, or a watch for an 800, whatever it was back in the day.
Whatever it was,
But now, when the awards are gone, what are they supposed to feel like they're getting?
That's kind of where I'm going, is that they don't feel like they're getting that. Listen, I signed my paper Donald Duck last time I shot 300.
I know.
Okay, I don't even know. I'm sure I'm missing. I think if I counted correctly, I'm missing 12 to 13 honor scores because I just chose not to fill it out because it doesn't really mean that much to me. So it is what it is. Like, it does, but it doesn't. Like, it's cool to shoot one, but at the same time, like,
it's getting watered down.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm okay with whatever.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
whatever. I shoot one, it's cool.
Right.
Like when I shot one against you and it was
watered down after we shot 600 in your face.
Yeah, then I shot 300. I will say that I do have my favorite one is at Boulevard. I shot one at Boulevard.
Oh, really?
In the state tournament.
I can't remember if the state. Well, that at least is on somewhat of
It was
a
4 to
good
1.
shot.
It was 4 to 1.
That's a good shot.
Yeah. I did that there. That was cool. That was that's probably my favorite one. I don't know what else I did, but anyways, yeah. I mean,
speaking of which, not to talk about my own underscores or anything, but
yeah, toot your own horn.
A memory or something came up of a video you took when the lanes were still half and half here, half synthetic, half pine, and I can't remember if it was Statue of Liberty or something.
Yeah, 47.
It was 300 on that shot or that pattern. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I still have that one there.
That just popped up.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. What were you saying?
Don't remember.
Anyway,
I think that our local association is coming around.
Well, we've got a lot of new people in the association.
Thanks to Bob for what he did.
Yes. And we never said rest in peace to Bob.
R.I.P. homie.
He
came in a few years ago. Yeah,
came
came in like 2 years ago, kind of straightened some stuff out, and yeah, we appreciate everything he did. And then he wasn't able to do it. Now we got Marty McClune in there, and Richie Manzer's in there. Richie Manzer's in there now. Seems like we got a lot of TNC guys in there now. Artie Van Buren's in there. So we got a lot of guys who are passionate, and they're trying to do the right thing and get our local association going up pretty good. But
now, this will never happen. And the side note from the USBC report, and I've been preaching about this for years.
Here we go.
Is we have 3 very small associations in the Albany area. I call it the Albany area. It's the capital of New York.
Sure, Kyle.
So we've got Schenectady, Albany, Troy. Those are the kind of the tri-city area, if you will. Each of them have very small amount of bowling alleys. Why can't our associations just figure out a way, money aside, figure out the money stuff later, because every association has a bank account and whatever. But why not take it from an association with 3 centers to a full association with 10 centers or whatever however many there are across the 3 cities, I forget. But why not merge the 3 associations together to make a, what did I call it? Like either the Albany Association or the Capital Association. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what Bob talked about.
I did not know was he in favor of it, or was he really?
He wanted
to get it together.
Yeah.
And
I don't know about now. I think it just
speed bumps.
Territorial. I don't know if it's necessarily territorial. It's actually more financial. Actually, it's
I know it's financial, but ultimately it's the bowler's money. So whatever. Like if it's all going back to the bowlers, then who cares?
Because I believe the person who left the money wanted it to a certain association. So,
right. So the association was donated a good chunk of money.
A great chunk of money.
All right. I don't know. But it's still going to all of the bowlers that we all bowl at each other's bowling alleys for the most part.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be used for juniors though. It's a possibility.
No, that's easy enough. It all goes to junior scholarships.
I'm just saying that is kind of the reason, because they all are financially separate. And then I believe 2 of them have their own like offices, we'll call it.
Yeah, we used to have an office, and I think it's gone now.
Yeah, they moved to something smaller.
They rent
it to something a little bit smaller, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah, Devin, I understand that Troy has more tournaments and stuff, but why not bring that tournament tenacity to the other areas? Because if it was one center, or one association, excuse me, then those tournaments could move around or whatever. And then same thing with the tournaments that Albany does and Schenectady does, or the scholarships or whatever. It could be kind of casted broadly across more than just one small 3-center association.
This Joe guy's got it going on. I think it's
Is his name Joe?
Yeah, he said his name was Joe. I'm pretty sure. Cool. This guy's got it going. He was a state PA guy.
Oh, really? Well, he's a VP in his association, he said.
I think he said he was PA State.
He said, yes, association funds are the bowler's money. Sometimes folks forget that. In merges, funds can be designated for certain things by the merging organizations. A certain percentage of assets can be something. I think we ran out of space. But it's exactly what I was saying.
I don't think anything.
I think me and Joe, if it's Joe or Jeff or John or Jimmy.
Pretty sure it's Joe. You guys are like best friends.
I found my new co-host, I think.
That's fine. I can sit in the bar with Jake.
Nobody's 100% right. You can designate where those funds go based on the merging documents. You can say, all right, this money from Albany that was designated for junior scholarships has to go to X. And then this money from over here has to go to Y. And then we are going to hold this many tournaments of this style, so on and so forth.
State president?
State now.
I told you.
Or
that.
he was state in 2016, 2017. Nice.
Good for
so anyway, point being is it can be done, but people are refusing to want to do it.
Possibly. Who knows?
And it would probably benefit all of the bowlers in our area.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I ran the Masters one time. Albany Masters.
Yeah.
Then Bob got sick the last year, so it was kind of a little bit tricky. But
Yeah.
you could also have a nice, like they have at Troy, you could have a really nice association because there's a lot of bowlers there. And then you could also have a really nice Masters, a lot of bowlers overall. It actually, I don't think it's a bad idea, Kyle. I just think that,
and they did it in PA. They did it.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to go to a meeting.
Well, like I've said before, it's all about the USBC associations are no different than your local government. Like you can go to those meetings and voice your opinions and whatever, and you can vote in the people.
I had to go to it.
I'm just saying
when I did the Masters, they had to approve it.
I get it. I'm just saying.
But I knew everybody, so it was more like just hanging out.
The point that Joe John Jeff is making is, or I'm sorry, no, it's Devin.
Yeah, it's Devin.
Is making that people are allowed to go to the meetings, voice your opinion, do your thing.
There you go.
I'm just as guilty as
he
not
said he
going
could Zoom
to the
call,
meetings.
Kyle. There you go.
There you go. Nice. So yeah. Anyway.
Back to the USBC guy.
Yeah.
The flatlining. The loss of membership. I think it's okay. I think it's 20.
It's okay to lose 20,000 members.
Well, I don't know what happened. I think it's Joe. See, I knew Kyle was right. I think that the 20,000 is kind of a small number, especially with some centers closing and string pins coming into play.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling like 20,000. If it's staying on course with this year, then I think that, I'm okay with that. If they're reporting that the numbers are the same, or very minimal, lower, and hopefully a little bit more.
But still no growth.
I don't know if there's no growth, Kyle, because why do you, the people that I have here, I mean, I don't know how it is across the country, but we're getting a lot of youth people, or not youth, but younger people who are getting bowling balls, getting their own stuff. They might not bowl league yet, because I think that the generation is much different than it was back in the day. I think back in the day it was more, everybody decided to bowl league or something, and they were committed to it. They were ready to do it. Now, I don't believe that. Crap. Train of thought.
You're really on top of it.
I'm losing it today.
Well,
I don't think that's a big deal. Oh, the new generation, because people that are younger than me, they don't like to necessarily commit to things.
No
they
extra effort.
Right. So I don't want to say extra effort, but they don't want to commit.
Well, volunteering and stuff is just not like what it used to be. I'm in a fire department. It's hard to get members. Now you want, volunteers for the association to do board meetings and whatever. So like when you have families and jobs and whatever, I get how difficult it is, but it's just people don't commit to things like you said.
An interesting thing for the board, at least for Albany, is that for just in USBC in general, for your local, it's an interesting thing. I mean, Joe made a great thought.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, why are we not doing Zoom call Albany conference? Everybody's sitting in their pajamas, dude, and just hash it out.
Yeah.
You don't need a place to actually meet unless you have to go over paperwork.
Right.
Like if you have every 2 months or 3 months have one in person, but the other 2 months, okay, hey, let's get on a Zoom call.
Do your annual meeting in person. That's your big meeting.
Yeah, I know you need that. But I'm saying
and then do all of your other meetings.
You don't have to do them all in Zoom, but like if you have paperwork to do or you're deciding something where you want people to vote in person, but just to chat and see where we are, you could do it that way. I think, and you might be able to actually, I mean, listen, the younger generation, if they are in bowling, they might be able to get onto the Zoom too. They might be more in tune to that than they would be to go somewhere at 6:30 at night when they got out of work or whatever. Yeah. It's a thought.
So you had mentioned, the possibility of leagues dropping because of string pins.
Okay. I'm just saying leagues unsanctioning too, because they don't feel like sanctioning.
Yeah. Well, I'm just
whatever
saying,
factor it is, there could be something.
I think it probably has more to do with like what you were saying, like they just don't feel like they need to do it, but also center closures and stuff like that. But let's say strings has something to do with it. They did also mention in the USBC report about strings and that they're adding more and more manufacturers that are certified to build the machines.
Yep.
But they always keep going into the reports where it says like, well, the averages are the same or similar. Scoring pace is the same or similar. But they don't ever tell you if that score is that high or whatever, is that average because of the strings. Like why are we okay that the strings are actually knocking pins over and counting that as a legal pinfall? Like if you would see the string scores and say, okay, Johnny shot 200, but let's examine every single shot in slow motion. How many of those were caused by the strings or even the strikes or spares? How much pinfall was actually created by the strings knocking down pins? Or is this game, or is it the opposite? Or is it harder to strike or whatever? But the report says that you can use averages interchangeably. So they're saying that the scoring pace is the same. But I'm still not convinced that strings are the right way to go, which is
there you go, Joe.
Joe are like just kindred spirits.
Just make yourself feel good. Just read it. And
Joe says agreed on reports on string, not liking lack of detail on string pin scoring. All of a sudden, after detail study, previous showing 5 to 8 pin difference, pre-approval for first approval, pre-approval or first approval. Yeah, you're 100% right. You couldn't.
Deke says it takes too long to bowl now. That's the other thing.
Why? What?
Oh, that's what he said.
What does that mean? It takes too long to bowl.
His opinion is that it takes too long to bowl.
Are we talking about strings or are we just talking about regular bowling?
I don't know.
Oh, you're saying you used to average 180, 190. Now you average 230 and it takes half an hour longer. You know why? Because everybody wants 2-lane freaking courtesy. 1-lane courtesy. Let's do it. Stephanie and I, Tuesday night.
1 lane.
No, we didn't do 1 lane, but we were bowler ready. We were.
Yeah, I do 1 lane on Monday nights.
But it was like, boom, we were done at least a half a game, if not more, before everyone else. But yes, I'm all about 1-lane courtesy. Let's get it moving. And then the other thing is, this has nothing to do with the report too, is you and I had a discussion the other night because after a little bit of an issue with a ball return during the tournament, a little 5-10 minute fix, no big deal.
Yeah, we had a belt fell off. It wasn't even broke; it just worn down and fell off.
You're right. So I was thinking to myself, like, oh, well, these are the same ball returns that you use on string pins or any bowling alley. And they tout the fact that you don't need a mechanic, but belts break, electric motors go. Like, are you telling me that you're not going to have your mechanic there or somebody that's capable of fixing it if you have a full center of leagues? And because you have the desk person running pit calls, what happens when a ball return goes down or even a motor on the machine? I
mean, the nice thing is there's no motor on the string pins, pal.
There absolutely is a motor to run the machine. You have to have an electric motor.
Yeah, they plug it in.
I'm just saying it's still something that could break. It's still something.
I mean, yeah, you're right, the ball return, but it's far less likely that a ball return goes during that or whatever. I feel like a ball return is much easier to maintain and fix than an actual machine. I do use 1-lane courtesy on Monday nights because
like your league has 1-lane courtesy.
No,
or you just kind of wing it.
No, most of the league is 1. There's your few guys who want 2, but a lot of times like we'll just do 1 or something. I mean, listen, we're bowling 4 games, 3-man teams at 8:30 at night. I mean, honestly, it doesn't make a difference to me because whatever, like tonight, everybody expects 2. So, I do give 2, but I feel like I'm a really bad person when it comes to this because like, I'll just go. I won't even look.
Yeah.
Like if I know that you're not there, like if you're looking at me,
kind of similar.
Like,
you guys are kind of similar.
I'll just kind of get up and go. Like, I'll look and give people courtesy every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, go ahead. But if like you're not on the approach and you're at the ball return and I'm up, I'm just gonna get up.
Yeah.
Because I know that I'm faster than 98%.
Which I've been yelled at for by Ryan. Ryan.
Tabadoo?
No. Schaefer.
Oh yeah, he put his crossing guard thing on.
But I do like Ryan Abatabalaba's comment here. It says, "Is it one lane for our Thursday night classic?" Because I forgot. Because some people need 3 to 4 lanes. He's so accurate.
That is not incorrect. That is why we skip lanes, Ryan, because we found out some people want courtesy for the lanes that are dark.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Like. So for the people that don't know, we bowl on Thursday nights here. It's a doubles league. We don't take up the whole house, but because nothing is really going on, Jack gives us
we pay more for it.
Do we actually?
Yeah, that's what they did when we went dark. Andy voted that in.
Okay. So we actually do like 2 pairs skip, 2 pairs skip, 2 pairs skip to try to speed up the league. But still, you'll be on lane 13. Or 14 or whatever.
And 15, 16
is dark. And then the guy's up on 17 and he's looking at you like, no, you go. I'm like, no, we both go because there's 2 lanes between us. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, sometimes they laugh. I don't even, when I'm in a dark, if I'm on the left lane in a dark pair, I wait till the guy goes on my right and then I just go.
Yeah.
I don't even think twice.
Yeah, it's crazy to even think that you need 2 to 3 to 4 lanes.
So the one year I ran a turkey shoot, somebody wanted 4 lanes of courtesy. And they were 6 frames behind everybody by the end of the tournament.
Insane.
And I didn't know. And somebody's like, you gotta. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that the guy wanted that much.
Yeah.
It's hard sometimes though, because like I want to tell people 1 lane. Like Baker's doubles, I don't say. Like I know when you go to Rutland or Nationals or States, they always say 1 lane.
Right.
And we usually do. We do use 2 at Nationals.
No, Nationals. I will do 1 at Nationals.
I won't.
You might not, but I do.
No, I won't do no. Yep. Give me my 2. But like the other thing too is like I know who's gonna come up, then I can kind of get away from it.
Yeah.
Because on Monday nights we do 1, but sometimes like I feel like if they get up next to you while you're trying to focus and they kind of do catch you a little because they're getting ready or they line up higher up than I do.
Yeah.
As long as I know that they're gonna be there, right. I don't mind. But like at tournaments, if you do that, sometimes I get a little bit ticked. But rules state.
Well, we're not talking just Chuck It is commenting 1 lane useless. It's a professional event. Rules state it. But we're talking league right now. Yes, in the PBA tournaments where you have the
double jump
rule.
I don't know why it's called that.
I don't know either, but it's not bad.
It's horrible.
It can get a little
just get
funky
up and bowl.
I've been like when you throw a strike, but the other guy's got a spare going. It's almost kind of like, wait, did I just go or do I have to wait? Like, it does get a little confusing. I know that like once you're used to it, it's fine. But if you're bowling in league and you can't handle 1 lane courtesy, you're not that good then because you can't concentrate on your own lane. Like you should be able to bowl 1 lane courtesy. That's my personal
but see
opinion.
Now that's where you might not have as good a peripheral as I have.
You got some stinking good peripherals.
That's why Pele was so good at soccer. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
His peripheral was like you could have his hands out here and he could see you. So like I can see to like right here. I can see this. Like, I can almost see that. Like looking straight ahead. I can see that through my eyes. So like it depends on your peripheral. I gotta get Johnny Lopuck in here and he can't wait. Yeah, Johnny Lopuck, he can't come in here anymore.
Jesus.
But he used to have blinders like a horse. My dad told me he had glasses and he would makeshift them so that way he had blinders on the side so he couldn't see anybody.
They do make like regular seeing glasses that have the safety things on the side.
No, he put cardboard on the side.
Oh, okay. Well, there's that.
He put cardboard on the side. My dad said he had put his blinders on like a horse because he was getting distracted depending on who he bowled or something. So he put it up right here. And then I guess, Johnny was Johnny. So another story is he was.
Matt literally just said maybe Anthony needs blinders like a freaking horse. That's pretty funny.
Well, I have a great peripheral. But the other thing too, I think was he was bowling really well. My dad's like, Johnny, what are you looking at? And he goes, I'm looking at the flag. My dad's like, John, there's no flag in front of you. He goes, no, the flag's on the wall, like left, like on lane 1. He was looking at the wall.
I think Ryan, we can't see it, but Ryan, I think, just posted a picture of you doing your peripheral test.
How do you know he posted that?
Because he said that's what it is, but it's a little.
He did, Daryl Coonrad. Yeah. There you go, Daryl Coonrad. He knows Johnny Lopuck. He's got the freaking blinders on. I think Can we make those for me tonight?
Well, there's literally safety glasses that you can paint them black on the sides.
I want to use them for the dark lanes next to me tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Johnny Lowpuck, and they had something called the shotgun
for
bowling. He'd be bowling bad, and he would turn around and look at my dad and say, "Time for the shotgun." And Dad's like, "What the hell's a shotgun, John?" He would stand on the approach, look around, and when everyone was gone, he would just get up and bowl. He put his hand in while he was walking up there. And
I do that all the time. Yeah, I don't call it that, but that's what I do that all the time. But it's mostly when
you're bowling
pissed
bad.
off.
No, that's when he's trying. Yeah, he called it the shotgun.
Yeah.
Like the time I did circles before I shot my 300, and then you got mad at me.
Oh, that was embarrassing. But the Hammer posted it.
Ebonite did.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I was doing spins. I would spin twice before I went up, and I didn't even look on the approach. They said I did it in style.
Quick thing of good news from the USBC report. Since we did touch on two negative things, I would say. Good thing is national tournaments are up. So we only got a few minutes left, and I do want to touch on the Transformer real quick before the end of the show. But how do you have? This is amazing. A decrease in membership, but then an increase in tournament bowling. And the Nationals, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying, how does that work? But the Nationals is a very small snippet of the
community.
Yeah, million member bowling community.
Well, I think that's a great thing.
Yeah, I 100%
that means
it's positive.
people
it's
are striving. Yeah. I mean, we looked at it here. I think we were talking when Galusha was in here today about how Daryl filled his up really quick.
Yeah, in a day or
Players
two.
Tour fills up pretty quick. 15
minutes. Speaking of which, January 24th, get your computers ready to sign up for the next Players Tour event. Go ahead.
And, it seems that a lot of events are getting a lot of people to bowl. It seems like that, people are demanding something a little bit different.
Yeah.
And they're trying to increase their game. I don't think it's a problem. I think Nationals is, of course, a far trip. But when you see that at the national level and then you take it to your local, like Joe probably would say, and you look at what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, we're filling up really well. Some other events are filling. All of our scratch events in the area have been really, really busy.
Yeah, because there was a very bad point. Like the tournaments that were here were doing well for many, many years. And then the middle 2000, I'll call it middle 10s to 2010s, everything just fell off. I don't know what I can't explain the reason, doesn't matter, but all of the scratch tournament bowling seemed to be just disappearing. And then right before 2020, maybe 17 or 18, it just seemed like it was starting to really come alive again. Then of course we got slammed with government shutdown crap. And then, the last 5 years have been seems crazy here. Like the amount of scratch bowling and
it seems like it's just picking up.
Yeah. Some bowling on stuff that's a little harder. You know what I mean? And just, yes, I 100% agree that people are looking for something a little different than just showing up to league, bouncing it off the dry and striking all night.
It isn't a test to all the tournament people who stuck with it, the directors and creating their events, and you're able to show it, market it to the more people, and then people kind of get a little bit, I don't want to call it sucked in, but it is an addiction to get out there and compete. But Joe, go ahead. Do you and Joe need to kiss?
No, I can't really tell what he's saying.
Most memberships are in the USBC are 150, 160 average bowlers, he's saying.
Oh, okay.
Memberships remaining now after a few decades of drop off is the diehard audiences. You keep going over, so I can't read it. So he's saying it's just the higher average players are still there. You're getting a drop of the lower average guys, which is just his opinion. But the average age of Open is jumping up. So I'm wondering if that means the Open Championship. Saw much of the same in PA, Joe says. Scratch here resurgence from 2012-13 to COVID after COVID has blown up. I mean, I think
it has here as well.
I mean, people are, no matter the average or whatever, they are they're challenging themselves.
Yes.
A lot more challenging themselves. And what will you say? Summer sweeper that we do.
Yeah.
The summer sweeper is like 30 plus.
No matter how sweaty it is in here.
Yeah, 30 plus every time. And we do get a lot of good players, and there's a lot of good players, and there's a lot of people who are coming out just to work on their game and get the experience. It's cheap too.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, people are in the summer, you're willing to come in. You know what I mean? That's more what it is. It's more of that. But I mean, I think we've got a good base of people, and you might see it dropping off a little bit, Kyle. Which it isn't a great thing. Well, no, the numbers.
You mean membership? Yeah.
Which isn't a great thing, but at the same time, if we're seeing tournament people willing to travel, and jump up. I mean, those people, if they pull people in, if we look at it, those people who are pulling people into bowling, if more people are traveling, you are going to, as Joe said, you're going to get another higher chance of we'll call it a diehard, or just somebody who really wants to take their game to the next level.
Yeah.
And you're going to get somebody who's a little bit more into the game than the once a weekers, like you were saying earlier.
Yep.
If that's the new way of it's going, where the diehards are pulling people in, and you're losing people, but we're getting more people like that, then it's a not so bad thing.
Yeah,
it's not such a bad thing, because you're still gonna eventually. I think it'll blow up eventually.
We do want to figure out how to make sure that the membership still does increase.
I think that it's gonna have to go down a little bit, but then I think it'll blow up, because obviously the scratch side is surging up, but also that means that if they pull their friends in who are handicapped, and you have some of those events, that can certainly blow up too.
Like the doubles is handicapped, or you have the trios that's capped.
Yeah.
So you're bowling with somebody that's basically a handicap bowler, if you will.
I think that's kind of the way you're gonna have to blow it up. But they have to. I think if people get into that, like he said, you get into that tournament atmosphere where things are blowing up after COVID from a tournament aspect. I think that's kind of the way to go at this point.
All right. So
obviously,
before we go, we got a few minutes left.
Yeah.
I do want to hear about this transformer. Storm announced it, and then they have put out a bunch of information about it to explain what it's doing, or what its difference is in the market. Is it going to be some sort of game changer, or is it another bowling ball that does some cool stuff, but it's not like going to make you $1 million? Yeah, I want your pro shop insight.
Well, unfortunately, it's kind of a gray area right now.
Well, you put holes in it.
Oh yeah. Well,
and you saw one lefty throw it last night.
Well, the nerds out there,
the bowling nerds
who want all the information. So what I've read is that the ball, when you throw the ball. All right, let me just see. I love that cease and desist order. So I'm wondering how to explain this, but so typically when you throw a ball and it flares, if the ball is in a stable position, it'll flare, but it rolls straight. That's basically what the Hoskins guy showed on the video. And if the ball's stable and it doesn't flare, it rolls straight. But if it flares, it also rolls straight. That's basically what I understood from when I watched it.
Okay.
From a normal core. This core, when they dropped it down the lane and it was however they put it, I don't remember exactly how it worked. The core actually, the ball would flare, but the ball would actually rotate, like a rotation.
Yeah, on a vertical axis.
Like if if a player rotated, the ball was turning this way and went left.
Yeah.
And they did it vice versa for a lefty and a righty. Normal bowling balls don't do that. They would basically kind of find their stable spot, I guess, and keep going straight. That's from what I understood. So on this core, you're able to drill into the wing, pin down, and or you can miss the wing on pin down if you want to.
Right.
And then if you drill it pin up, typically you're going to miss the wing anyways. So typically when you drill a bowling ball pin up, the differential increases, the RG decreases, what I understand. So the ball hooks earlier. It's a stronger layout. The core's in a stronger position. In this ball, from what I'm understanding, it's backwards. I heard that when you drill it pin up, the differential lowers, which retains more energy, which is the opposite. And then when you drill into the wing, it increases the differential. And then when you drill into the wing, you don't get that ball rotating, right? Like they said.
Yeah. Well, if you're lowering the
induced precession,
if you're increasing,
that's what they call it.
If you're increasing the differential, then you're increasing flare, right? Potential.
Yeah. But
then it's going to roll steadier.
But when you take the wing out, you don't the torque induced precession, they called it.
Yes.
When the ball goes and like turns naturally,
right.
You lose that.
Gotcha.
When you drill into the wing.
Gotcha.
When you don't drill into the wing, the ball will do that, but it will hook. But players of higher rev rate and higher ball speed will benefit vastly less than a player who is slower with no revs.
Almost like the ball's spinning so fast that it's not getting the flip.
It can't
Whereas
do it.
a slower like me, it might like lope over, right?
Exactly.
And get it to go
it's
around.
going to pull it over because it has more time.
Interesting.
So it's not going to be, he revs it up more. It's going to do that. No, it doesn't have, the core doesn't have enough time to actually do that, they said. So, guys who are a little bit slower, who don't have rotation or less rev rate, and they want the ball to continue down lane, you can drill it pin up, and you can get that ball to get down the lane and naturally kind of rotate over. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. What I'm understanding. I mean, my information could be a little bit backwards. I looked for a new YouTube video today because I think they did it part 1. And when you drill into the wing, the morph wing core, like you have to drill, it's 4 inches away from the pin and 5 inches away from the pin is the start where you start. And then it's 1.25 inches from the sides. And then you match it up and make a box. And so when you do layouts and stuff, you know, you've got to try to tweak it. But from what I'm noticing, if you do pin down and you want to drill into the wing, the mass bias is literally almost to hit the wing perfectly, like all the way. You have to literally put the mass bias underneath, which puts the mass bias in a weaker position, so it's a little bit more stable, and it gets down the lane a little longer. So this is the one I drilled today. You know, I basically right about here'd it layout. So
I like that layout.
The rat. That's what they call the rat, right about there. And so I drew my box, and can they see this? The box,
not really.
It's close enough. The box was like here or something. So I literally was like, all right, I'm going to move it so my pin goes below my bridge, because that was always a good spot for me. And then I was like, well, this looks about right. And then I just punched it up. And I will tell you, I saw Connor's picture where he hit the core on top. I did too.
Yeah.
Like, you hit it really early.
It
top.
Shows up. Boom, there it is.
Yeah, no, it's
right underneath the core or cover.
It's right underneath
the cover.
So I drilled it. I couldn't tell you the layout because I didn't do a layout. I just right about there'd it. And yeah, I mean, I didn't drill a pin up. I wanted it actually because my rotation.
Look at you guys can kiss now.
Going to try the rat layout on my next ball. Yeah, I don't normally do that. Normally I'm a little bit more, whatever. But with this ball, because you got to hit the wing or you don't, I wanted to hit the wing. So I just was like, I'm going to put my thumb in the middle of the wing and see where I got to move it just to kind of get it. It wasn't at 6 o'clock. Yeah. It was at like 6:30.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
Well, speaking of have to see what happens, Matt filmed his videos last night. Anthony will film them and get them up soon, or get them to me soon, and we'll.
I can put it on there.
And we'll get the review out for you guys, which hopefully will be this week or so.
Yeah, I think.
Even though all of the bowling ball reviewers all got theirs already, and so we suffer. But
I will say that this ball did look really good. I like their idea of like the cover's not the strongest, so you can use surface, depending on what you need, and then you can use surface if you got to get to slow down more. But if you want to get down the lane a little bit more, you don't have to use surface. I will say that doesn't hold. It didn't look. I don't mean this in a negative way, but it doesn't look like it holds surface as well as a stronger cover, which is kind of normal. Do you remember the Summit Ascent? How fast it shined up?
Yeah. Like immediately.
It literally did the same thing.
Really?
But this isn't a super strong cover, so if you want to get nerdy, they said there's no nanotechnology in it like on an Equinox or like an Ion Max, which helps displace the oil better, and I assume that's why they hold surface better. This ball won't hold surface as well because it is more of a no nano cover, so the oil just kind of shines it up. It's like a weaker cover. I think you'll see most of this. Like, guys will crush it with surface, but I don't think it'll last the whole day. I think you'll see most of these a little bit more lane shine, drilled a little bit stronger.
All right.
That's kind of my thought, but we'll see. I mean, Radical's got their own Evil Eye, which kind of does something similar, I guess. I've drilled one of those, and you got to have there's a whole different drill sheet.
Yeah.
It's like this, your pin's got to be 3.5 away from the from the pin to spin line or something, or it's got to be 5.5 inches away from the thumb hole or the CG, or there was a bunch of, I don't remember exactly what it was.
Explicit instructions.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're going to see more of these kind of weight blocks going forward.
Which is more of expertise from the pro shop. So look out for your pro shop prices increasing, folks.
I mean, we'll have to see what happens. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to throw this ball tonight, and if I shoot 300, I'll buy another one.
So stay tuned for the review coming out for that on our channel. I
like the colors, though. What about you?
Looks like a 1.
I'm a big purple guy.
Looks like a 1.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
The 1 was blue, you idiot. That is not blue.
You don't have one in here, but
yeah,
it looks
because
like
they don't make the original one anymore.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell to get alerts from the channel. Email us at downlanepod@gmail.com and check us out on all of the social pages: Facebook, Instagram, Xbox, all that good stuff. Thank you to Jack Scaccia, proprietor of Town & Country Lanes, for letting us use all the power and internet and the pro shop. Anthony, great show tonight. Thank you for all that you do.
I don't know what I did today.
Austin, we hope you're feeling better.
Hope you throw up.
Thank you to my family, Stephanie, Zach, and Ethan.
Jam, baby,
We will see you guys next week. This is Down Lane Podcast.